My name is Vani Hari. I'm the founder of foodbabe.com and True Vani. And I've made it my life's mission to teach people about real food. We've taken on the big, giant food industry and we've changed them and we keep changing them and we're changing them for the better. And I have an exciting announcement today. We're gonna take a live peek inside my new book, Food Babe Kitchen. It's out on Tuesday, but you can order it today from any bookstore, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, your local bookstore, my local bookstore, which is Park Road Books. And they are gonna be getting a bunch of orders in and I'm signing them and personalizing them and they'll shipping those out right on Tuesday if you want a personalized copy. I also have some other really exciting things in the works. We're gonna be doing a live recipe out of my kitchen on launch day on October 20th. And there's gonna be all sorts of stuff that's going on. But I've got just a huge announcement for anybody that orders this cookbook. Anybody, I don't care where you live. For anybody that orders this cookbook before Tuesday and supports this book pre-launch, which basically sends numbers to bookstores everywhere to tell them how many books to order and how many books to stock and how many books to have on shelves. And that's why these pre-order numbers matter so much. If anybody gets this book between now and Tuesday, I'm not only obviously you're gonna get this amazing book, right? Full color photos of every single recipe. The first 55 pages of this book are pure information on how to stock your kitchen with the best ingredients, how to purge your pantry of all the no-no ingredients, and how to do all the tricks that I do in my kitchen and set yourself up for success and create a Food Babe kitchen. And then the next pages are all the recipes, which have a color photograph for every single recipe. And if you guys don't know the story, this book almost didn't happen. My first publisher who signed a deal to publish this book actually wanted to publish it in black and white. And I begged my agents to get me out of that contract because there was just no way I could see this book in black and white. Could you see that? Do I look like a black and white cookbook person? No, look at this photography. I mean, it's just, anyways. So I'm just so happy that it got published the way I wanted it to. But going back to anybody who buys this book is going to get, this is crazy. My team almost lost it when I told them this. But I was like, you know what? This book is such a personal mission from my family to yours. It's got such personal photos of my daughter and my husband and all the recipes that I make on a daily basis here at my house, including the recipes my mom even makes for me. She submitted 4, and there's 4 of my favorite recipes that she makes for us. And it's just such a personal piece of work that I just want everyone to have this in their kitchen. It would just make me the proudest, most happiest person in the world. And because of that, I said, you know what? For anybody who orders Food Babe Kitchen before Tuesday, I'm going to send them my meal planning program for free. That means you get a meal plan and recipes sent to you every single month for the next year. Every single month. And that program is over $100 normally, and you're gonna get it completely free when you pre-order this book. So just get your book so it's mailed to you right on Tuesday. If you order it today, you'll probably be getting it right on Tuesday when it comes out. But let's just take a look inside of it and see what's inside. Okay, so this is gonna be a little difficult. Do you see this little piece of artwork over here? This is from my daughter. She drew me a beautiful wooden witch for Halloween. Isn't it beautiful? Anyways, okay. So here is Food Babe Kitchen, and I'm just gonna show you inside. So this is the signature page. This is where I would sign it to you and personalize it if you order a book from Park Road Books. okay? And we had a lot of debate about this page because it was very, very dark, and I was like, how am I gonna sign books on that page? But they put in this other page in there, so we're all good. Okay, these are all the things that happen behind the scenes. And then this is my dedication. This is my sweet dedication to my babe. And you can read it when you get your book. And then in the first 55 pages, this is the contents of the first 55 pages. You can see the table of contents here, but you are gonna get everything you need to create a food babe kitchen. And then you are going to get all of the shopping and best ingredient tips available. I go through every single grocery store aisle at the grocery store, and I pick apart which products are misleading, which are the poor choices, and what to choose instead. So every single thing. So Kalia is saying right now in the comments here, she says, I was hoping to be able to see something like a day in the life of a Vani eating plan. That's what I'm sending you. That's exactly what I'm sending you as part of a free gift of this book. So you get a full pantry list of every single thing in my pantry that's there right now. Like literally word for word, brands, the whole shebang, in my fridge, in my freezer, and in my pantry. And then you also get 12 months of meal plans, things that I'm eating every single day and week. And it takes you through a day in the life of me. And I just want to give everybody this because I not only want you to have this book in your kitchen, because I know it's going to change your life, and your family are going to love these recipes, and they're delicious, and a lot of them are remakes of your homemade favorite. I mean, like homemade versions of the worst foods out there, like Doritos. I have a recipe in here for homemade Doritos. Yes, we did it. And the best part, the chips come out hot, so they're even better than the things you get in the bag, and they don't have the MSG. So, but yeah, I want you to have this book. But the reason why I wanted to give you the meal plans for 12 months is so that there's no doubt in my mind that every person out there who is getting this book and is going to succeed at cooking and having recipes that are easy to make, that take less than 30 minutes, that you don't spend all the day preparing. I don't have time for that. I'm not a trained chef. I don't run a restaurant. I don't have time to, sit there and prep all these ingredients all day. I'm running like 2 different companies, and I got a baby on the way, and I got a baby already. So this book is for busy people, okay? This is not, there's a recipe that I didn't include in this book that I scratched because I was like, I don't even have the time to finish the recipe and make it. How am I going to put it in this book and expect people to make it? You want me to tell you what recipe it was? Do you want to know? Who wants to know what recipe it was? I don't know if you want to know, because then you're going to be like, Bonnie, why didn't you put it in there? Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what recipe it was. It was homemade organic croissants. But let me just tell you, if you want to make an authentic croissant, it takes 4 days. 4 days! Who has time for that? No one has time for that, okay? I might still share the recipe on the blog, but I didn't want to create anything that took 4 days and put it in this book. If you want to see the croissant recipe, I will share it with you. If you get this book, I will send it specifically to the group that gets this book and then submits their the receipt on foodbabekitchen.com. That's how you get the meal plans, by the way, and the pantry list. If you go to foodbabekitchen.com, after you sign up on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or wherever you're going to get your book, just put in your information, your email, all your stuff so I can contact you, and I will send you that croissant recipe. If you want to spend 4 days making it, fine. But it didn't go in this book because I wanted this book to be accessible to everybody. So this is it. So this book has the first 55 pages are all really good information to make you the smartest cook and kitchen expert, and to avoid so many mistakes really experienced cooks still make. I mean, we were at this Airbnb and we had hired this awesome private chef for my father-in-law's 75th, was it 75th or 70th birthday? Oh gosh, I hope I'm not aging you. I think it was 70. Anyways, 70. And I can't believe that this chef was amazing, okay? Like, the food was incredible. But when I went back in the kitchen and saw some of the things that they were using and what they were doing, I was like screaming inside. I was like, no, the microwave, no, Teflon, what are you doing heating stuff in plastic? Like, freaking out, okay? So I said, you know what? I came back and started writing. I was like, all right, we gotta make the guidelines, people, on how to make safe food that helps retain its nutrients. And so I put that in the first 55 pages of this book, and you're gonna get all the good kitchen swaps, and you have a whole chart that you can follow, like what to do instead if you've been using plastic dishware to store your food and all that kind of jazz. So, okay, so then let's go through some of the recipes. So this book is divided into a couple different sections, okay? You've got, let's just see here. Let me find the table of contents so I'm saying this accurately. First, you've got chapter 3, which is mornings. So you've got a slew of different things to do in the morning. And in this picture right here, I'm on my couch in my robe, eating one of my favorite go-to recipes, my steel cut oat recipe, which takes you 1 minute to make. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It takes 1 minute to make. You're gonna be like, what? How does she make steel cut oats in 1 minute? And I'm not exaggerating, it's probably less. It's probably 45 seconds. So those are the kind of time-saving tips I'm giving you in this book. And if you love steel cut oats, like the real deal Holyfield, not the instant yucky kind of watery stuff, all the secrets are right here. Okay, so we have mornings, and then it goes into shakes and smoothies and drinks. And here I am hanging out in front of a bunch of photos that are actually in my living room. This photo is in the Ngorongoro crater in Tanzania, and this photo's in Borneo, and this photo's in Kruger, not Kruger National Park, but in the Serengeti. And it's just like one of my travel walls in my house. But I'm enjoying a cup of delicious no sugar hot chocolate. There you go. It's perfect for the fall weather coming up. And then we go into soups and salads. And right here, I'm enjoying, this is me on my patio, and I'm eating one of my favorite kale salads. So if you guys have been enjoying the melt in your mouth kale salad from my blog, this one is even better. And it has a secret ingredient in it, but you have to get the book to see it. All right, okay. Then we go into fun foods, snacks and fun foods. And this is where you'll find that homemade Dorito recipe, but also you'll find things like these, which when I make these for people when they come over, they go bonkers. They go berserk, and they're so easy to make. And these are just little sweet potato skins with black beans and guacamole on top, and they're just an amazing appetizer, and they're really fun for like football season and just to have as an appetizer when you have people over for your family. I eat them for dinner sometimes. And then we go into main dishes. This is me and my husband right here. We're outside under a pergola in the back. We grow actually a bunch of vegetables around here. We've got like 18 different varieties of peppers right now. My husband has an obsession with peppers, and I'm like, can we please grow something I'm gonna eat? Anyways, so that's what's happening here. And one of my favorite main dishes is actually the coconut curry vegetables with saffron rice, but also my mom's dal, which is like a spiced lentil soup, and it's just, it's so comforting and so delicious. And I also have homemade versions for sloppy joes, and my husband even submitted one of his recipes, and he does his famous barbecue, which is just really cool. So there's not a ton of meat recipes in this book. They're mostly plant-based, but I had to have him include his barbecue recipe. We're from the South, and it's just incredible. And if your husband or whoever out there eats meat, or if you eat meat, that barbecue is the best ever. Okay, and then we go into sides, I mean, come on, sides, there's so many good sides. But one of my favorite sides are my mom's kale cronties. What they are is just kale flatbread. She takes kale with a little bit of water and puts it in the blender and mixes it up and then works that into a dough and then makes this flatbread and puts it on just a cast iron skillet. And oh my goodness, with a little bit of grass-fed butter, whoa. These things are out of control, and it's something that's my daughter's favorite. I just can't wait for you guys to try these recipes. Okay, and then of course it ends with dessert. And nothing would be, I love this picture. Picture of me and my daughter enjoying one of our favorite cookies, Forever cookies. But also I have to show you this picture because this was my daughter's 3rd birthday cake. And I made a homemade strawberry cake. And when I was little, we would make everything with Duncan Hines and, you know, the stuff that you bought in the box at the grocery store, and then the pre-made strawberry cheesecake icing that came in the little container. And that's the only way I knew how to make a strawberry cake. And so I had to learn this bad boy from scratch. And it's one of the longer recipes because I wouldn't say I'm like exactly a baker, but I just wanted it to look perfect and be perfect and taste good. And I did a lot of recipe testing on this. I mean, I made it a million times. And we got it right. And we got it pink. It's so pink. I don't know if you can tell in this photograph, but it is pink with real ingredients, not artificial food dyes that are linked to hyperactivity in children and cause immune issues. Like, real stuff here. This is what you need to make for your family, the family that you love. And I just can't wait for you to have this book. Okay, so, and then at the end, there's just some note sections and some other things to help you on your journey. And I just can't wait for you to have this book. And the exciting announcement, if you guys just joined, is that I'm giving away a whole year's worth of meal plans when you order this book before Tuesday. And you can order it anywhere books are sold: Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, my local bookstore, Park Road Books, your local bookstore. You can order it now, and it'll probably get to your house exactly on the day that it comes out, on Tuesday. And you'll be able to have this right